Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. I haven't made a video in quite a while, which I'm fixing to explain. Also going to explain the darkness of this video as well. I've been having a whole lot of health issues, which I won't really get into all of them, but as of right now, migraines. So this video is kind of like the last thing I want to do right now, with how bad my head is hurting. But at the same time, like, I want to talk about it, and I want to talk about it when it's real and when it's happening, and so you can kind of see some of the struggles I go through. As you can see here, I'm sitting here with candlelight. Excuse all the stuff on my table. That's kind of another thing, is like I don't really feel like cleaning. I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to like lay around and to be quite honest, I really kind of want to like shoot myself in the head. I mean, I don't want to die or anything. This pain is so intense and so excruciating that I just like want the pain to go away, however that needs to happen. I've had migraines for quite a while, but here recently, over the last, I think today's is day 7, so over the last week, I don't know exactly what, but something's changed. Really, something's changed over the last about 3 weeks to a month, because they've been just consecutive every day. If they go away, they don't go away for long and they come right back. But over the last week, something really has changed, and I only thought they were awful and painful before, and they are so much worse now. This one I have right now is starting to get as bad as the very first one that started all of this. We're not quite there yet. Hoping I won't get there. I'm probably gonna wind up doing what I did that night, which is go to like urgent care. But I guess what started it kind of is that I guess I've had a lot of stress, mostly from this, honestly. It's really stressful having a migraine every day because you're sensitive to light and you're sensitive to sound. And I have a 2-year-old. And sometimes a 9-year-old, so that's not very easy to get away from. And then, I can't just lay in bed all day every day, because I have to live my life. I have to take care of my child, I have to take care of my husband, I have daily duties that I have to do, and I can't just, because if it was up to me, I would totally just lay in a cold, dark room 24/7, or as much as it hurts, because, it's just, it hurts so bad. And, that at least helps a little bit, but I don't know, it's so much to handle when you can't do that, which most people can't. Not very many people can do that, just lay in a cold, dark room until they feel like coming out of their shell, pretty much. But, yeah, I'm not one of those people. I can't do that. I got things I gotta do. So, you know, I have a lot of people that I think aren't really taking this seriously and thinking that there could possibly be something very seriously wrong, because I do fake it and put on a smile even during the day when I'm out and about, you know, or helping my husband make videos, or just spending time with the kids or him or whatever. But, like, deep down, I'm dying. Like, dying. It hurts so bad. And I think that's another reason, too, why I've noticed that it does get so much worse at nighttime. I think it's just because I've been up and going all day, and it's just, like, too much, and my head is just like, what are you doing to me? Sorry, I have to get a drink. I'm about to die of thirst. This video is not gonna be edited or anything, because I want you to see, like, the real and the raw and what's happening in the moment of having a massive migraine. And it is nighttime now, so it's getting pretty bad. And I can't take any migraine pills because I took 2 yesterday. 1, you can only take so many in a 24-hour period. And 2, if you take them 2 days in a row, you will get rebound headaches, which just adds on to you already having one. Because then your brain just wants that medicine and not, I don't know, it's complicated, but anyways, I don't want rebound headaches. I don't want anything to add to what I already have going on, because it's already enough. Honestly, 1 in a day is enough to last a lifetime. But this is another thing that happens with them. I kind of start getting to where I can't think very clearly. I love math, and I haven't hardly even been wanting to do it. I've been using a calculator, because I normally like to add and subtract and divide and multiply. Well, not that great at divide, but multiply in my head to give people the answer, because I like to, you know, get their wow response, you know, of like how smart I am when I can add all these big numbers in my head. But lately it's just like my brain hurts, so I'm not even gonna attempt to try to think about that. I'm just gonna use a calculator. So, I mean, that's kind of one thing that's been taken away from me. You know, it makes it harder for me to give my husband and my kids the attention that they deserve. Like I said, I'm definitely not being able to clean the house. I haven't been able to cook. I mean, I can do it. Just like I can fake my day, but do I want to? Not really. Do I have to do those things? No. So therefore, you know, we've got my husband who works a 12-hour shift and comes home and has to cook dinner. And the house just pretty much stays a wreck. You know, every now and then I kind of just get overwhelmed and tired of it, because that makes more stress too, and I just start going on a cleaning rampage. But for the most part, it just stays a wreck. my whole life stays a wreck, it feels like. I've had health bring on the stuttering, stammering. This is another thing that happens. Just when it starts getting pretty bad. When it starts getting, like, really, really bad. Which was the very first one that started all this, which I'll go into detail in a second. But that one, it got so bad that I was slurring my words like I was drunk. I rarely drink. Since all of this has happened, I definitely haven't drank. I haven't drank since Halloween. And this is... oh god, I can't even think about it. I don't even want to think about it. We're almost to January. We'll just say that. I'm not 100% sure what the date is today. But it's almost January. It's the end of December. So it's been a while. And before that, I couldn't tell you when the last time was that I drank. I really don't drink, and after all of this, I don't know that I really ever want to drink again, because it does make my migraines worse. And they're already so bad right now. I've kind of had spells over the last, I don't know, 6 months to a year where it's like they'll get bad for like a week or two, and then they'll stop for like a month, and then come back. It's kind of been like sporadic like that, but then now it's like the last like 3 weeks to a month, it's just been like consecutive every day. But back to what I was saying before, and this video is definitely probably going to be all over the place, because like I said, I have a hard time thinking, and it hurts to try to think any extra. So I'm just gonna say what's on my mind at that very moment, and just roll with it. So just bear with me, and bear with the darkness as well. But, so I got a lot of stress from all this, and I guess about a week ago, I had a little over a week ago, about maybe 8-9 days ago, I got a lot of stress built up, and I wound up getting, I guess, maybe a tension headache on top of a migraine. And I got a whole bunch of, like, tension in my neck, and it was hurting really bad. And it was hurting like that for like 3 days or so. And then one night I went to pick up my prescription for my migraine medicine from the pharmacy, and I was kind of rolling my neck around, kind of trying to get some tension to release out of it, you know, kind of almost felt like I had a crink in my neck, sort of. So I was rolling it around while it popped really hard and really loud, and it hurt so bad. And I felt just kind of stiff for a little bit, like, almost felt like I broke it. I mean, I knew I didn't, but it hurt so bad, and, like, I did not want to move. And it was like that for probably, like, 10 or 15 minutes. We were out kind of driving around at the time, so I went home and got my cooling pillow and put it behind my neck and my head, and seemed like that helped a little bit. And then I already had a migraine at that point, and so, like, that just made it worse. That was the one that wound up getting so bad that I was slurring my words, stuttering, stammering. I could not function, and I had my husband take me to urgent care, and, you know, I explained to them that felt different than any of the migraines I've ever had before. And I told them I wanted a CT scan, that, I knew MRI was best, but I don't know about anywhere else, but here we don't have, even if you go to the actual hospital, there's no MRI you can't do it on site, that's what I'm trying to say. You have to go elsewhere and have it done, the next day, and my insurance is being a pain and making it super expensive to where I can't afford it. It's I already can't really afford much, so that's not really fun. So that's kind of why I haven't gotten an MRI yet, because I definitely want one. I definitely want to know what's causing all this, because I've never had migraines like this, and I've actually had carbon monoxide poisoning, and I thought that was the worst migraine I've ever had. Well, let me tell you, no, not anymore. So anyway, I had him do a CT scan that night, which of course it didn't show anything, which means I guess at least I know, at least from that anyways, there's no bleeding in my brain, which I don't think there is bleeding in my brain. Also, my hemoglobin was a little low, but not too low. If there was bleeding, it probably would have been a lot lower. Because I am a little bit anemic, as it is. I think it's just low iron. I had the gastric sleeve, and ever since, it's kind of just stayed a little low, but, that's a different story. I'm kind of trying to wrap this up, because these candles are really starting to bother me, and it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. But anyways, so they didn't see anything. They kind of came in and discussed, what options we should do. I might wind up having to close my eyes if I do, I'm sorry. What options we should do, or could do, to try to get it to go away that night, and they talked about morphine, which I've done before, doesn't really do anything. And they talked about, fentanyl, which I don't think, as far as I know, I never had it before, so I couldn't tell you if that was going to work or not. Or trying a different approach, which was not a narcotic. I believe it was called ketamine. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but that was the medication. Ketamine, I believe. And so, from what I know from migraines, a narcotic will make it go away at the time, but really what happens is they give you the medication, it goes away, you go home, you sleep, and that's more probably what makes it go away than the actual narcotic. And usually when I've done that in the past, it goes away and it stays away for a week, or sometimes longer, depending on, I guess, what my brain feels like doing. But I've kind of noticed, before this, that it started to get worse, because I've gone in before and they've given me Dilaudid, which is in between morphine and fentanyl, along with all the other things, Toradol. I usually request magnesium IV. That seems to help a lot. IV fluids. And then normally they give me also a shot of sumatriptan, which is migraine medicine. And usually between all of that, it usually kicks it and it goes away and it stays gone for at least a week, if not longer. But I noticed the last couple times, which this has been over pretty good time span, but the last few times that's happened, they've even it's like they started by giving me 2 shots instead of 1 of the sumatriptan, and then it was just like, didn't matter, like nothing helped. So I've noticed that they've kind of started to get worse, but then this, I've definitely had a migraine for the last consecutive 7 days. Like, really doesn't go away. I can take what was I gonna say? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I can take a shit ton of medicine and enough to make me sleepy so I can go to sleep. But it's like as soon as I wake up, I automatically have just like a little bit of a headache, and then it just progresses as the day goes on. And like I said, I get up and I'm in the light and I'm around sounds, and I've kind of gotten to where too, I'm just like, well, I can't just live my life inside of a freaking hermit shell. So I started, just doing my old stuff, listening to loud music in the car. Well, I guess that's really it. I guess I try not to lay around so much. I try to just get up and live my life, even though it's excruciating and very hard. But I definitely have a lot of doctors that aren't taking this seriously. They all keep telling me, well, you need to see a neurologist. Well, you have to have a referral, and I have yet to come across anybody that will give me one, so. But I do have an appointment on Tuesday, which today's Sunday. Sunday night. I have an appointment Tuesday at 3:45 with a doctor who is outstanding and actually does give a shit. So, I'm gonna try talking to him. My best friend has a condition that she found as to why she has migraines really bad. And it started with her going to that specific same doctor. Sorry, I need a drink again. She went to him and told him, excuse me, yeah, I had to turn on a light behind me so that you could actually see me, because just the candles wasn't enough. It's just not a very bright light. But anyways, she went to the same doctor and saw him and told him that she had gotten to the point where she was having migraines every day, and he got her into a neurologist, and she kind of had to hop around doctors quite a bit and go to Dallas, which is 6 hours from here. And I think she also went to, I don't know, she went quite a few places before she finally found the doctor, or the right doctor, I guess, to treat her condition, because it is a very rare condition. But it all started with this same doctor that I have an appointment with on Tuesday. So she said that if I go in and tell him, that I've been having migraines every single day, that he should be able to get me into a neurologist. So, fingers crossed. And I guess I'll kind of keep you updated. Probably gonna be doing these kind of videos just kind of raw and unedited once a week, if not more, until I can get this migraine situation under control. Because I really do want to make videos. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy talking and helping people, and I've kind of wanted to do like makeup videos and stuff, but feeling like this is, I don't want to do anything. So, but anyway, I think that's pretty much about it. I know this was kind of like a negative and kind of blah video, but I just kind of wanted to update you and let you in on the raw, real, what's going on, and hopefully you like this video. If you do like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Definitely prayers and good vibes my way. I could use all the good juju I could get. I think that's about it though. If you're not subscribed, also please subscribe. And check out my husband's channel as well. He may be doing a video kind of talking about this as well on his channel. Just because, it's kind of a serious thing and definitely stressful and a hardship that we're going through, and it's just something that needs to be talked about. So I'll link his video or his channel in the description, and I guess that's about it. So thanks for listening, and I guess have a good day. If I don't get on here before New Year's, have a happy New Year. Thanks for listening.